The world is blessed with many beautiful cities. Cities that attract people from all over the world. Still, not many cities can boast of being located in two continents. But then that is because they are not Istanbul. Straddling both Europe and Asia, this city buzzes with a collision of culture. Turkey's largest city might not be the capital, but it is undoubtedly the most famous. With gorgeous city views, one can experience many of nature's finest handiwork. Africa seems to agree. Over the years, there has been a noticeable increase in the number of Africans that have found their way into this city to study, visit, or to do business. As an African student studying in one of Istanbul's many universities, Hibak Adengode can tell the difference between the number of black people she sees now from when she initially arrived about 4 years ago.
4 years before, when I came here, there were very few African people, and people used to look at us and say like, where are you coming from? We haven't seen people in this earth like you. So nowadays, I think there's more and more like student, businessmen, businesswomen, and even other people coming for other stuff. And there's a lot of African people, I think.
Sheye Fatimilehin is another African in Turkey. He is on a business trip, but still takes out time to pursue some pleasures the city offers.
The environment looks inviting and nice, and the place looks very inviting anyway, and the roads, the hospitality, the food, the people I met, they've been very, very good and nice.
This gradual arrival of Africans into the country has not gone unnoticed. To maximize the opportunity, Turkey's national carrier, Turkish Airlines, is investing more and more in improving their tourist relationship with the continent. A recent media tour consisting of journalists from Nigeria and Djibouti to explore one of the world's most attractive cities is just one of the many ways the airline is strengthening the relationship. I was a part of it.
Wow, it certainly feels like I'm on top of the world. Well, at least on top of Istanbul. And I'm sure you would feel the same, taking the amazing sights that you must be seeing now. Wow, a bit is still so cold, but at least the rain has stopped. Now, if there's something you notice from what you can see, is that the flag, the red flag, always stands tall. And this is something you notice all across the city, Istanbul. And from what I hear, even across the country, they are definitely patriotic and proud of their country. Well, also, there's a wide road network and easy flow of traffic and very, very tall buildings. All these are significant, but they are quite common here in Istanbul. I certainly am having a wonderful time.
First of all, this is helpful because it's been a fantastic experience anyway, and I think the benefit for us, or the type of things we can exchange between Turkish, government and Nigeria is the structures. Yeah, everything is in place here. I would say almost perfect. The road network, the light system, and the environment is really, really clean.
My experience here was, I think, was amazing. I meet a lot of people from my continent, Nigerian. It was good.
This is my first time in Turkey, Istanbul. It's been a great experience. A couple of days we've spent here have been quite rewarding, enlightening, and elucidating. And the trip for me so far is the fact that, these guys have been able to preserve relics.
One of the first spots visited was the Sultan Ahmed Mosque, commonly known as the Blue Mosque. Named after one of the numerous emperors that governed the area before Istanbul became a modern city. This historical mosque gets its nickname due to the blue tiles surrounding the walls of its interior design. Besides being a tourist attraction, it is also an active mosque that is close to non-worshippers during daily prayers. This 400-year-old mosque is one of only 2 in Turkey with 6 minarets. Just beside the mosque is another iconic spot for this city. The Hippodrome of Constantinople was a circus that was the sporting and social center of the area. Today, it is a square named Sultan Ahmed Square. 2 significant features of this square include the world obelisk, which has survived 3,500 years in astonishingly good condition, the serpent column, erected to celebrate the victory of the Greeks over the Persians during the Persian War in the 5th century. Another of Istanbul's cherished treasure is the Golden Horn. The Golden Horn geographically separates the historic center of Istanbul from the rest of the city, an estuary that joins the Bosphorus Strait at the immediate point where it meets the Sea of Marmara. You can feel the city breathe at the Golden Horn. To take in the full view of this body of water, stand on the Galata Bridge. Some days, you can even catch people fishing here.
For every visitor to Istanbul, Turkey, the Golden Horn is a must-see on every list you have. And I'm standing right here on a large body of water that is about 70 kilometers, and it is called the Golden Horn. It is called that because it is shaped like a horn, and it's something that most Turks are very proud to be associated with. And I'm standing on a bridge that connects one end of the river to the other end, and as you can see, there are lots of boats, which is a very famous means of transportation here in Istanbul because it attracts a lot of tourists who are impressed by the horn-shaped river.
Aside everything else, business tourism thrives in this city. A visit to the Spice Bazaar will leave you thoroughly convinced. This spice land, also known as the Egyptian Bazaar, is one of the largest in the city. It has a total of 85 shops that sell spices, jewelry, souvenirs, dried fruits, nuts, and sweets. Although it is called Spice Bazaar, spices aren't all this bazaar has to offer.
The Spice Bazaar, it's a traditional history. It has a very long history, and it's spices, a lot of spices, Turkish delights, desserts, poison for mother-in-laws, especially who doesn't like their mother-in-laws. You can find very emotional stuff here in Spice Bazaar.
In traditional, actually, we have like those kind of accessories made of silvers. So these are more traditional because why? And these are coming from like Ottoman style. So we have nice customers from the Nigeria, also like many countries, South Africa's, like North Africa's. We have many customers.
Without a doubt, this is an attractive city, but it is not without its own problems. Located at the center of the city, this square is the hub of tourist attraction. It's also a significant venue for aggrieved citizens to meet in their thousands in a bid to let the government of the day know of their displeasure. These meetings sometimes are not always peaceful. They come at a cost.
This is Taksim Square. So peaceful, so calm. Looking at it, you will hardly believe that last summer, what started as a peaceful protest against the creation of a new park quickly escalated into a series of violent conflicts between the protesters and the police. This resulted in the casualty of quite a lot of people, but in particular, there's a story of this young 15-year-old boy who was hit by a police, or suspected to have been hit by a police canister, and this caused a head injury that made him stay in the hospital for quite a lot of months. Unfortunately, he died. Now, his death sparked a lot of suppressed feelings of disillusionment that the people still had towards the police and towards the government. And another protest erupted. It was pretty tense. You would hardly believe looking at it. There are hardly any leftovers. But the people are still speaking, and the talks are not going to stop until they've been heard.
Outside the negatives, this square still boasts of a beauty that people all over the world always try to get a glimpse of whenever they come to Istanbul. The name Taksim means division or distribution. It is also the location of the monument of the Republic of Turkey. As with many things in life, the tour of this attractive city had to come to an end, but the experience enjoyed is set to last for a lifetime. Bunmi Obanawu, TVC News, Istanbul, Turkey.